I just realized I muted myself last night. All right, good morning. So stocks will kind of lead in the day today with Tesla. They're bouncing back and forth. Maybe Roku's gonna catch them. Nasdaq looks like it wants to curl up. Hasn't quite committed though. Looks like it's. Oops. Why the fuck would I highlight that? Um, yeah, kind of a double bottom down here. Looks like it wants to turn back up. I'm not too mad. Yeah, it's too many bars on a chart. Um, yeah, overall not too bad. Not quite ready to call it not quite ready to call it bull market quite yet though. All right, Tesla looks like already reversing up. Battery day is coming up here pretty soon, 22nd. Oh, wow, it's already the 15th. My goodness, it's 1 week away. So 1 week away from battery day. We'll see if it's got the gusto to get up and over 500. Um, Dang. And Tesla options already up over 50%. Should have gone deeper into that, it looks like. Tesla, one of the few bouncing off the 50-day. I was looking at Amazon last night. Didn't look very hot. Amazon under the 50 day, just kind of chopping around down here. Hey, what's up, R. Pete? Yeah, just kind of chilling, not doing much. Same with Apple. So a little bit of a more dangerous market than Tesla would think. Apple came back to the 50 day and bouncing here a little bit. So we'll see. Yeah, the Tesla's a unique situation from a lot of perspectives. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Apparently they have a Thinkorswim web edition. I want to launch it and see if it doesn't suck. Let's see. Because this interface is kind of garbage. Hey, what's up, Rob? Are you done, Rob? You've been absent for way too long. Ellie's been texting me saying he's been missing you. Web Thinkorswim. Let's see if you're fast or not. All right. It looks like it keeps spacing's a little bit bigger. All right, Tesla reversing here. NASDAQ 1.25. Good, I have a little bit of time to play with this. Let's see what it's doing. I see 0 charts. It just shows me positions and activity, which there's really none. Weird. Oh, come on, man. I'll have to let Ellie know. I'll have to let him know. Notifications. All right, here's Tesla rolling over a little bit this morning. Good volume this AM on that kind of a fake out candle. Let's see if that ends up in lower prices. I got that option I sold. Hopefully it goes down. I kind of think Tesla's going to go into a base here. I don't think we're going to rip roar back higher, but I don't know. We'll see what happens on battery day. You know, one thing to maybe would be good to look at, other than Roku, which is now leading the board, is wonder what has happened on other investor days for Tesla. All right, so there's Roku still chopping around down there. Soxo looks pretty good. EXPI 4%. This high tide flag still in the mix? Kinda. It's still there. It's okay, Rob. Takes a while to get the hang of things. I mean, luckily the market really isn't doing much lately. The only really one of the really good trades was Tesla here off the lows, and then that Donkey Kong trade. But looks like that's taking a break today. Let's check it out. Yeah, Donkey Kong rolling over today a little bit. Yesterday, Donkey Kong said, which is DraftKings. I should probably start calling them DraftKings, but DraftKings said that they inked a deal with ESPN. So here's Michael Jordan. Here's ESPN. You can look at it. You can see it on the volume, all the different different things they're doing. So they're making good moves, obviously. Steve Cohen finally buys the Mets. You can buy the Braves. So Michael Jordan, ESPN, they're in some good company, especially for a sports franchise. Well, not a sport, but they work with sports, and they kind of have. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So still looking at this Thinkorswim web and trying to figure out how the hell I get charts on this bitch. Oh, that's bright. All right. So DraftKings down, back up. Nasdaq 1.46. Okay. How's DocuSign doing? Right back down here. This big long base here. I'm sure it'll pop back up in time. Hmm. Netflix, Soxel. Let's go check out Global Watch List for a little bit. Oh, is this supposed to be Global Watch List? Oh, it's supposed to be Global Watch List. Gotcha. What's up, JJ? How you doing? Ooh, MDC. Trying to get to all-time highs right there. I have not. 4Ds? Not a thing on the US. I'm not sure about 4Ds. Usually I like to stop at double D's. Oh, did a Oh, it's UK? I wonder I can't see it. IAC's up 3%. Just want to click around the top of my global watch list here for a minute. INMD poking its head out. Long-term turnaround play on the table right there. IAC also a long-term turnaround candidate. No, wait. That's STZ, not IAC. Speaking of which, what's that doing? Yesterday, that actually popped up out of that whole consolidation. I noticed that after the close, unfortunately. Yeah, so it already broke up. So I'm like, what the hell? Long-term turnaround play, alcohol, LMND. Eh, not for me. Not sure if nice is the word I would use. It's a nice declining situation. Hasn't broken out yet, though. So that perspective is not too bad, but I really got to see the move up. And Nasdaq's getting a little happy here. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I think watching's fine. I don't think it's super actionable right now, though. All right, 1.54 for the Nasdaq MDC. And it was up here, IAC. Trade Desk doing good today. Trying to bounce back after a romp lower. Undercut the 50-day on good volume, even though we came up from the bottom on that candle. I don't know, we'll see. That's something I'm ready to jump in front of. Tesla, 578 by the 22nd. Why do you have the deadline? Just because of the battery day? That's a week away from today. It's a super aggressive move. I guess if you kind of take a measured move here, I guess that puts you at about 558. And by the 29th, from that measured move perspective, I'll probably get rid of these ones. There we go. Yeah, why 578? Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, we are gonna look at other battery days and see. Okay, let's go look at the autonomy day. Let's go see when that was. April 22nd. We're going too fast. April 22nd. Stock just dropped a little bit. Wasn't bad. Okay, so autonomy day did nothing. What other investor days has Tesla had? Um, but I mean, you could argue battery day is pretty big. I don't know if they're going to do full self-driving though. Announce full self-driving that day. I think that would move the stock more than anything. Saw a tweet last night about Elon still saying end of 2020 for full self-driving. I don't know, man. He said that every year for the past like 3 years. Seems like. So I don't put a lot of faith in that particular thing going live at the moment. Hey, Mohammed. Good morning. Yeah, it's don't. Here we go. August 14th, which was yesterday, so that's good. Right? No, we're September. That's a month ago. Oh, okay, interesting. So a month ago, because last night he said they're going to do a limited private beta on it in about 2 to 3 weeks, but 4 weeks ago he said they're going to do it in 6 to 10 weeks. So he's sticking with that timeline, which is interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, this article from a month ago, Elon says the full self-driving improvement will come as a quantum leap because it's a fundamental architectural rewrite, not an incremental tweak. I drive the Bleeding Edge Alpha build in my car personally, almost at zero interventions between home and work, limited public release in 6 to 10 weeks. And then I believe he said yesterday. It's the same article, but it says it's 22 hours ago. That ain't right. 578 based on fib extension. The 504 it perfectly. Next is 4236. From where? JJ, can you post a chart in Slack? I'm not sure where you're drawing your fibs from. I don't do fibs generally, so. What's up, Ellie? All right, maybe this one will have it. V recovery? I don't know. Maybe. I'm looking at some Tesla stuff right now. 146. Yeah, I mean the indexes look okay. The problem right now is that you look at Amazon and Apple, they're not very happy at the moment. They don't really look like the indexes. Amazon has undercut the 50-day volume is fine, so it's not a big issue, but still down here pretty low. Apple finally came down and actually hit the 50-day right there. Yeah, I'm kind of at least liking the Nasdaq for a reversal. It's a little dangerous though with these big boys not really doing much with Apple and Amazon. I guess they could. I guess powering them back could get this back up. But yeah, I'm with you. I kind of like the overall look of it. Kind of a little rounded. I don't know about straight V shape. It's a little bit rounded. It could start here. I mean, we had a double bottom down here. Come to the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. We're not really poking to the downside, which is good. Stock slack. Okay. Oh, so you're going from the drop. Okay. Not bad. I'm not sure what the different fib levels mean at these extension levels. I mean, these are probably ones very seldom used. So I don't know if there's too much history in extrapolating price action based on them. That one did look like it hit pretty good. Yeah, so you took the drop. Gotcha. Yeah, see the funny thing about Tesla too, excuse me, not that it's funny, but it's funny, is that it's held our pi method trend lines. Bam, right there. It's held our support. So, and the volume on the way down here, still no topping signals. My Tesla 500 video I said was going to 750 still stands as probably my worst call of all time. But um, yeah, I mean, it didn't really break any rules on the way down, so I see going up. It could be. I'm not mad at it. Can do anything at this stage of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And especially with that battery day coming up, I know there's just so much hype around it. Even even when Autonomy Day happened in April, the run hadn't happened yet. I don't think. But which April was it? Wasn't it last April? Or was it this April? Must have been last April. Yeah. Yeah, Autonomy Day was down here last April. Yeah, it wasn't this April, so Yeah, the run hadn't happened yet. So there's arguably 10 times as many people watching Tesla for battery day than there is for here, which does not bode well for the bulls. there's a there's a whole buy the rumor, sell the news thing. Maybe that's what you're seeing now. This run here could have been thought for the S&P 500 inclusion, which actually didn't happen, and then it sold off before the non-inclusion, and then maybe we'll rally up here and double top at about the 500 for the battery day. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think you're going to see good stuff on battery day, especially because they've had an additional 6 months, but we'll see. Yeah, right, Ellie Sullivan. That's what I'm referring to. Yeah, could be. I mean, I think they're going to have good stuff. I mean, look, in reality, I was thinking about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe even just a week ago, about Tesla in evaluations or valuations and where they are right now in the business versus where they're going to be in the future. I mean, right now they're priced like they've got six gigafactories. They're super heavily priced. So it really would make sense for the stock just to do weird shit for a while. It really would. I mean, if you remember back on my when I had my Tesla model, my Tesla price model on TradingView, which isn't on here, um, we basically blew through that. We blew through that from what was 1800 into essentially 2500, and my top range I think was 3500. So we blew through that, and I do think that a good longer consolidation. I mean, this thing can't keep on this trajectory. If it does, um, I don't know. It's a weird one. In all honesty, I've never really seen a company like Tesla, um, nor followed it as closely as I have Tesla, which is probably a negative to follow it as closely as I have, because when you look at Apple and its run, yeah, Apple's the key example in my opinion, Ellie. I mean, look at Apple and its run. I really wasn't. These are all my trend lines that they keep at the old price points. Just get rid of them. When you look at Apple and its multi-decade price run at this point, um, yeah. So here's 2000. Apparently, we don't get pre-2000 data here. So here's 2000. Then you break out of here when the whole market breaks up. Multi-year price run, but you have to keep in mind the valuations of these businesses. Apple was not even I don't know what the valuation was in 2003, like 2 billion or something like that, but it wasn't 400 billion dollars like Tesla is. So I don't really know how that comes into play. I mean, you almost feel like 10 years of price action for Apple happened in 1 year in Tesla. It's just so compressed, you know? And it's really funny if you look at this. It looks like kind of like an inverted curve. Let's go to Trading View. Just be easier to chart. All right, 1981. There we go. Now we get some old data. But yeah, I mean, get rid of those too. If you look at this, it was kind of following this type of a growth curve, which makes sense. This growth curve actually, I mean, look at that, fits that almost perfectly. And then you end up, this year with I guess since the end of last year, with this crazy blow off top situation. It's very unique. Um, very, very unique. But I mean, most of this. most of this growth. So up here we're what? 120 is 2 billion or 2 trillion. So 60, let's just say this is 2 trillion, 127. So 63 would be 1 trillion market cap. And then 31, almost 32 would be 500 billion market cap. You know what I mean? Like you just keep extrapolating this down. So 15, and then 7.5. So 2, 1, 500, 250. You know, so I mean I mean Apple was still killing it in 2010. Be interesting. iPhone sales. Oh, till 2018. Yeah, see, they've stagnated as Apple price has gone higher. That's due to stock buybacks. Hold on a second. Let me get chat back in the mix here. Yeah, so I mean, this is the growth curve that Tesla's on right here. It's doing that. You know, these guys are growing at 50, 60% a year. Tesla's doing 40 to 50% a year. Arguably a harder product to mass manufacture and isn't going to sell near as much. Yeah, they're not doing 200 million cars. So, but we're here, but we're priced like we're several years in the future. So that's a little bit perplexing. It's almost like we're here where we just ran up from, 30 cents to $6. Like it almost feels like we're on this leg of the journey. Let's see what this did. That was a 1700% move in Apple from '04 to '08. Yeah, 1660% in Apple right there. So, um, without coronavirus, let's do this. Maybe we'll be able to. How's our NASDAQ doing? 1.74%. Very nice. I mean, so there's the weekly of Tesla. Obviously, this one does have a lot of history too, going back all the way to 2010. Um, hey, it looks very similar, doesn't it? Look at that. And moving up. So one base, two base here, one base here, two base here. On the month, let's go back to the weekly. All right, so there's that first like initial leg before you have this large. This is 2008, as much as it doesn't look like it. So we have a couple of bases here. And you have this big run up. So this has been going since a year and 3 months. So this would be a year and 3 months there. Maybe we're like in this type of territory. I want to see. Okay, so here's a consolidation that didn't have any major topping signals. And this thing just kind of went on to walk its ass up. Now, I don't remember specifically what was going on at Apple during this, May, during the last half of 2015 or 2005. It's too long ago, but Yeah, you could argue maybe this is even kind of a non-event for Tesla, and it just keeps rocking. Like it's hard to say. I mean, but Tesla's got. Let's take a look at. I don't know. This is so difficult. I feel like there's a lot more work needed here. Because think of it from this perspective. Um, what's the market cap right now? Gives estimate 400 billion. Yeah, basically 400 billion. So where's our line? So yeah, so we're at 400 billion here. So that's 444. 888 would be 800 billion. So that's 800 billion. 1.6 trillion would be um 16 1776, some give or take. Oops. There's a lot of work to do here. There's a lot of work to do. I may do this later today. This is this is interesting trying to figure out because here's the thing is my trend lines have held, which means I actually should be deeper than I am in Tesla right now. Um, look at this shit. This looks like just one big ass cup and handle, which actually it is right there. And a bigger breakout. 1, 2, 3 weeks. Easily could form a base up here. Just amazing. Absolute amazing run. My head's exploding a little bit here. Trying to do all that. It's a lot. Probably Ellie. I can't doubt that, my friend. I cannot doubt that. Yeah, I think the thing I'm trying to get at later, JJ. Don't ever put do kids in the same sentence ever again. So just don't do that. Um, I'm surprised YouTube didn't block that. They blocked half the things Ellie's ever said in his lifetime. um, yeah, I think there's an interesting correlation between Tesla and Apple. Number one, due to the huge sales growth. I mean, I don't know who was predicting Apple's scale of success, but Tesla's scale of success right now is you can predict it in an astronomical fashion. I mean, there's models I've seen, and we've talked about it, where there's $1 trillion in sales on the table for Tesla. So trying to extrapolate a market cap out of that, I mean, if you, let's take a look at Apple, which that is not. Price to sales is 7 times. So even Apple, which has a definite moderate growth PE ratio of about 30, has a 7 price to sales. So if Tesla's going to have 1 trillion in assets, this is a $7 trillion company, or 1 trillion in sales. This is a $7 trillion company. You know, I need to do a thing on this. This is pretty interesting. Price to sales is 5 for Amazon, so that would make it a $5 trillion company. This is in 10 years. This is in 10 years, but still 5 trillion from 400 billion is a very long run. and that thing could just freaking sustain in perpetuity for 10 years. Like, I don't, like, what the hell is that? What is, like, it just seems so stupid to even say that. Like, seriously, that's, you figure Tesla would be priced like Amazon or would be priced like, so I don't even, it's just too crazy to even fathom, but we're gonna do it. Where's my, I guess that'll do okay. So where we're at right now at 400 billion, so 710. So I'm sorry, 870, my bad. So 870, then 16, 1740. This is such a weird exercise. So 1740 would be 3480. And 3480 would be 68, 69, 60. So I'm asking myself why I'm even doing this weird fucking exercise. And I think it's the fact that this price run just won't stop. It means something. I just don't know what the hell it means. Well, yeah, to get rich. But I'm just saying, like, you know, 3,200 and then 64. So that looks like a good place to stop. So that's 6.4 trillion market cap at 69. And like like I said, I'm not even quite sure why I'm doing it like this, but so there's 2029, so there's 2030. So I guess pick your freaking level on this one, you know? Just pick the level. Doesn't really matter. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like how it's so weird to get from here to there. You know what I mean? Look at how straight up these damn moves are. You get this first massive run from 8 to frickin' end up finally topping out at 55, and then it essentially goes sideways for a couple of years. But at this point, we're just building gigafactories left and right. And if we're, oh shit, oh snap, son. So there's our trend line on the log scale here on Tesla. Maybe we'll end up with a different one, but there's a lot of future in the next 10 years. Fact, there's 10 years worth of future in the next 10 years. Fact. Ellie, I need a quote on that. Absolutely. So I mean, if you're looking at this from if they're going to get a trillion in sales, which seems like a lot, like I don't know, I like Tesla, but a trillion in sales when Walmart do screener, probably screen by revenue. Oh yeah, I think we tried this and you couldn't even find revenue. Which I thought was kind of strange. I've never looked for it before. Revenue. 500, half a billion dollars. Wait, $500 billion. That's million. So $500 billion. That's right. So Walmart, whatever State Grid is, looks like it's China. Chinese power grid company. Oh hell yeah. A lot of people need power. Sinopec Group. What's this one? China Petroleum and Chemical Corporation. Again, a China business. China National Petroleum. Saudi Aramco. Oh wow. Royal Dutch Shell. Toyota. Wow, go Toyota. So they sell a quarter of $1 trillion. That's a lot of cars. That's Tesla could get up there. BP, Volkswagen. Oh, by the way, can I say at this stage I'm completely over any oil company. Like fuck them all. Seriously, I'm just completely over them. They're a bunch of lying bastards. Come to find out the other day, came across an article and read a bunch more that we just can't recycle plastic. We just can't recycle it. But the oil companies make about 400 billion a year off of it. So, yeah, I may go buy a Tesla just out of spite for fucking oil companies, and then try to never buy plastic, but that's going to be impossible. Just kind of done. Anyway, um, yeah. So I mean, Tesla sales. Let's look at Tesla sales. All right, let's get rid of some of these. Oh, that was a pretty interesting report. Okay. So Tesla's price to sales right now is probably a lot. Yeah, at 15. It's a lot here at 15. I I think the thing to do is just to actually extrapolate how much revenue they can actually have. And I think it's probably on tune of half a trillion to a trillion, maybe a little bit less. Announced second generation iPod 2005. I remember because that's when I bought Apple. Oh, okay. Maybe it was, but it was an iPod announcement. Yeah, when iPhone came out '08, right? Wasn't the iPhone 2008? I'm just gonna Google it. 2007. So iPhone was announced 2007, June 29th, 2007. When was the iPhone announced? January 9th, 2007. So he announced it right there. Although, if I remember, very similar to Tesla, it was announced, but you couldn't get it for a while, right? Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't get it for a while. And it wasn't like Tesla where you put on a down payment. Yeah, iPod, yeah, they were there for a while. Yeah, that's when they started getting better over here, I think. I don't I don't know all this timeline. Seems like ancient history. That's where I graduated high school. right. It's right around my birthday. Okay, so I should have. Wow, I should have bought Apple when I graduated high school. Why didn't I give the? Oh, fuck you, Ellie. Yeah, I should have bought Apple right when I graduated high school. I should have dumped every penny I'd ever had, sold all my basketball cards, and just bought Apple stock. Yeah, and then I put my Apple stock in a shoebox, and I write, "Don't sell until 2020." What? Put it in a shoebox and and do next power hour in a year. um, well, if you did that with my high school back here, and you came back a year later, it really wouldn't have made that much of a difference. So probably 10 years. I'll see you guys in 10 years. Have a good one. That's the good makings of a YouTube channel right there. Hit the subscribe button to get notified of my decennial streams. Yeah, so the iPhone was released on June 29th, 2007. $500 for the 4 GB model and $600 for the 8 GB model. Wow, 8 gigs. Sheesh. So it was announced, yeah, it was announced in January. It was released in June. So you had I kind of remember those days. Oh, Singular Wireless. That's funny. Now part of AT&T. Um, yeah, kind of funny. Sometimes thinking back to some stuff. Introduced on January 9th and was released on June 29th. So 6 months you had to wait. It was actually shorter than Tesla. You had a 64 megabyte MP3 player. That's pretty big. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, 8 GB. That's actually quite a bit of storage. 8 GB is quite a bit. Hi, James. Yeah, you won't be able to fill it exactly. And now we got like 1 TB worth of 4K pictures and stuff. It's crazy. What's up, Cool Sheet? Juicy? I don't know. I don't really. Oh, Square's up 6% now. Roku, MGC, NIO. NIO is pretty damn juicy this morning. Damn, should have held my frickin' NIO. iRobot trying to bounce back. BLFS just rocking. Long term, long term turnaround play there. Haven't been all over that one though. Yeah, we've just been going over like long term Tesla stuff. I may do more work on that today. I do so much work that I don't show everybody. Ugh. Ugh. All right. I think I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I think I'm gonna bounce. Really, nothing too juicy though. I think the market is in a position where it could turn around, but um, workhorse WRS WHRS WKHS. Oh dang, son. Um, I don't know, RP. We had a symmetrical triangle, it looks like. I mean, it looks like I may want a measured move, which would be ridiculous. Yeah, it's way high at 35.76, 35-ish basically. Yeah, I don't know. So far so good. It's been kind of working and holding up. No major sell candles. Just stay with it. It looks like just stay. Yeah, I don't have a price target on it though. Yeah, 35 is a measured move, but that's a pretty expansive measured move. Now keep in mind with all the electric car stuff, I do think electric cars. I mean, of course, we thought MJ was going to keep us alive for the next 3 to 5 years. Now we're thinking it's electric cars. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? One of them's going to do it. Although there's so much going on with electric cars right now, you can't. You almost can't feel that it has. You almost feel that it has to be electric cars. Like I don't know what's going on with the MJ sector. I just know my option for next to nothing is making money. So whatever that's worth, not much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get some breakfast, and yeah, right, Ellie. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out and go out get some breakfast, and I don't know. After the power hour, I got a video to finish and upload for the Pi method, fortunately, and then oh yeah, Ellie got that graphic. I got that one I sent you. I got that one now. It's gonna be my intro. So I'm gonna start balling on some videos here. But all right, guys. Yeah, have a nice day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Um, yeah, man, it's all about freaking electric cars. NIO's looking great. I should have bought NIO when it was lower here. Good volume on NIO too. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'm gonna go get some food. No, yeah, I'll share Melly. Today or tomorrow, you'll see it. I'll shoot you a link. I gotta upload it first. I'm still editing. I don't know. I should probably send my video. There's a gentleman that kind of offered to help me edit a little. I should have sent it to him because I'm way too critical of myself. I'm just too damn critical. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later.